Hello everyone, welcome to Travel Time. Today we will visit Seattle, the largest city in Washington State. Known as the Emerald City due to its year-round greenery, the nickname also reflects Washington State's name as the Evergreen State. While Seattle is known for being a rainy city, summers in Seattle are usually sunny and the temperature quite pleasant. If you're planning to visit this beautiful area in the Pacific Northwest, grab a pen and paper as we will share with you some top things to do in Seattle and the areas around it. Also, please leave us a comment letting us know what you think of our video and subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed our video. Whether you're already part of our travel crew or a new guest on our channel, please join us as we list the must-dos when you visit Seattle. We will start our countdown with an attraction that will require a little more planning since they are further away from the city of Seattle, but still they are majestic places worth visiting. And number 15, visit a Washington National Park. Washington is home to 3 national parks: Mount Rainier, Olympic, and North Cascades. Mount Rainier National Park, one of the oldest national parks in the nation. This park features a namesake active volcano that stands over 14,000 feet above sea level. The majority of the year, the high elevation makes the icy volcano be covered with snow. But if you visit during the hotter months, you might be wowed by blooming wildflower meadows. I visited this park in August and drove from Seattle for a day trip and took the Snoqualmie entrance to visit the Paradise area. My Mount Rainier day started at 4 a.m. with a drive, and I was back in my hotel at 7 p.m. The park requires reservation to enter, but if you don't have a reservation, you must enter before 7 a.m., and that's what I did on that day. Olympic National Park. Snowy peaks, temperate rainforests, rugged coastline, and miles upon miles of rivers make Olympic National Park one of the most ecologically diverse national parks in the United States. The park's ancient trees are revered for their longevity and resilience. A minimum 3 days is recommended if you want to visit most areas of this park, and you might need to book a stay at 2 different areas: Port Angeles at the northern end of the park and somewhere in the area near Forks on the west side of the Olympic Peninsula. And North Cascades National Park. Located just below the Canadian border, North Cascades National Park has breathtaking vistas to offer. The main access road to the park is through the State Route 20. You can find many trailheads starting at different mileposts throughout the main access road. June through September is a popular time to visit the park, since higher elevation trails can still be covered in snow up to until July. Just remember that as with any national park, there will be a great amount of driving to and from the park. So if you're staying in Seattle, you might need an extra day or 2 just to get to these national parks. Next on our list, at number 14, visit one of the islands around Seattle and ride the Washington State Ferry. A ride across the Puget Sound aboard the Washington State Ferry is a quintessential Pacific Northwest experience. Enjoy the breathtaking views from the bow of the boat as you cruise to the nearby communities of Bainbridge Island, or if you want to go further north in Washington, the San Juan Islands. This is one of the cases where the journey is as much fun as the destination. Across from the Puget Sound from Seattle, the 35-minute ferry ride brings you to Bainbridge Island, a mix of unique shops, scenic vistas, welcoming accommodations, and eateries. If you would like to venture a little further north, a couple hours drive from Seattle is the Anacortes Port, where you can board the Washington State Ferry towards the San Juan Islands. With 3 main islands, the namesake San Juan Island, Orcas Island, and Lopez Island, these are beautiful places to visit. Something important to mention: make a round-trip ferry reservation if you plan to visit one of the islands. Also, the establishments in the islands close early. The quaint Main Street at Orcas Island closed at 4 p.m. when I visited. so make sure to visit the shops earlier upon your arrival. I will post a video of Orcas Island, the island I visited during my Seattle stay. The next stop on our list is located at the southern end of the King County International Airport. The Museum of Flight is a great stop for aviation enthusiasts. This museum houses a collection of aircrafts that you can tour, including a Concorde, some U.S. Army planes used in the World War I and World War II, and a section dedicated to space exhibits. From vintage planes to modern jets, this museum offers great information about the evolution of aviation, and it's a fun stop if you have some extra time in your travel itinerary. This next area of Seattle is just a mention since I wasn't able to visit it, but wanted to include this historical part of Seattle in the countdown. The Bill Speidel's Underground Tour in Pioneer Square is a tour that takes you beneath the streets through the subterranean storefronts and sidewalks, in time when the city was rebuilt on top of itself after the Great Fire of 1889. This historical area is full of beautiful Romanesque Revival-style buildings and hidden gems. If you visit this area, please use caution, since this area can be a little unsafe, especially later in the day. Number 11 on our list, visit the Snoqualmie Falls. Another off-the-beaten-path side trip while visiting the Seattle area is a stop at the Snoqualmie Falls. If you have a car rental and a few extra hours to explore, this impressive 270-foot drop waterfall is located within a short driving distance from Seattle. There are two parking lots, one lot with access to the upper fall and one near the lower falls. Park at the upper falls lot and cross the pedestrian bridge to reach the main lookout for best view of the waterfall. Hike down to the lower parking lot using the marked hiking trail. From the lower lot, you will have access to a boardwalk that will bring you closer to a lookout. The different viewpoint of the rushing water surrounded by the lush greenery offers a different experience, making a visit to the waterfall a popular side trip for travelers visiting Seattle. Next on our list, Seattle Aquarium and the Seattle's Great Wheel. If you have children in your travel party, there are two attractions that will be a favorite, and they are near to each other. On Pier 59, there's the Seattle Aquarium, where you can view various sea creatures of the Pacific Ocean, watch scuba divers feed the fish, observe a giant clam, or watch sharks swimming overhead in the underwater dome, and even touch a sea anemone. And on Pier 57, you can hop over the Seattle's Great Wheel to get a different perspective of the city's skyline area from the top of the giant Ferris wheel. This new Seattle attraction offers a bird's-eye view of the city, the waterfront area, and on a clear day, the mountains on the horizon. Number 9 on our list, the Olympic Sculpture Park. Walk through this public art space in downtown Seattle to appreciate its beautiful contemporary sculptures. Designed as a waterfront urban space, the park was previously an oil transfer facility that was revitalized to become a waterfront green space. The 9-acre space showcases a small permanent collection of outdoor sculptures, and the indoor pavilion offers rotating artwork exhibits. This should be a quick stop. If you have the time, this park is a lovely place to take a waterfront stroll and view the beautiful sculpture art. Next on our list is the Starbucks Reserve Roastery. In December 2014, this Capitol Hill location was the first Starbucks Reserve Roastery to open its doors. Now you can find the Starbucks Reserve in New York, Chicago, Milan, Tokyo, and Shanghai. If you visit Seattle, this stop is a must, whether you are a coffee aficionado or just seeking a good coffee experience during your trip. The Starbucks Reserve Roastery is a unique coffee shop concept where you can taste Starbucks Reserve products, which is what Starbucks considers its best quality coffees. The store has different sections, including a coffee bar where adults can order a coffee-themed cocktail, and also areas where you can order sandwiches, pizzas, baked goods, and desserts. On the day I visited, the baristas were offering samples of an aged barrel coffee, which was really good. The store is wide and inviting, with lots of sitting areas for you to enjoy your time while visiting. I planned a 30-minute to 1-hour stop at this location, and at the end of my visit, I noticed that I had spent close to 2 hours of my morning relaxing and savoring a decadent coffee. Our next stop on the list will be Kerry Park. The quaint Kerry Park on the south slope of the Queen Anne Hill neighborhood offers a beautiful view of the downtown area. Located on West Highland Drive between 2nd Avenue West and 3rd Avenue West, the view from this park has graced countless postcards. The Kerry family donated the land to the city of Seattle with the condition of having a park built in the small area so everyone could enjoy the view of the city. Later on, his children donated the sculpture that graces the center of the park. On any given day, you will see children playing in the sculpture or photography enthusiasts trying to capture the one perfect framing of the Seattle Space Needle viewed through the sculpture. While your visit to this unique area in Seattle might take less than 1 hour, Kerry Park is the ideal place to get a breathtaking view of the city. Featuring the Space Needle, Elliott Bay, downtown skyscrapers, and on clear days, Mount Rainier, this is a popular place to view the sunset or just take a beautiful glimpse of the beautiful city of Seattle. The Gasworks Park is a waterfront park that offers a great view of the Seattle skyline. Located by the edge of Lake Union, the park used to be a coal gasification plant that was cleaned up and repurposed as an urban park. Walk around the plant and observe its unusual industrial vibes. Take the path to the top of the hill to admire the park from a different angle and to enjoy a sweeping view of the Seattle skyline. A sundial at the top of the hill is another unique feature found at the park. Bring a kite to fly, or bring some snacks and a blanket to enjoy a picnic by the water. If you have kids in your travel group, an area of the park has been painted and reworked to be incorporated into a children's play area, including a large play barn. Whether you decide to visit the park in the morning and bring some coffee to go, or you choose to enjoy the sunset on the hills of Gasworks Park, this unique park stands out on our list of places to visit in Seattle. Located in the bohemian Fremont neighborhood, the Fremont Troll is a whimsical sculpture that lurks under the Aurora Bridge. When the area under the bridge was taken by garbage and encampments, the city of Seattle commissioned the Fremont Arts Council to arrange an art competition to revitalize the area and bring back pride and safety to the neighborhood. The Troll Under the Bridge art concept won on public votes, and the sculpture was unveiled on Halloween 1990 after a lot of hard work from its creators and some weekend volunteers. Adjacent to the Troll sculpture, there is the Troll Snow Park, a small little urban park where you can visit a mossy turtle. If you have a water bottle with you, a fun thing to do is to sprinkle a little water on the mossy turtle and make a wish. This stop should take only a few minutes, but it's a must-do, and it works best when paired up with a visit to the Gasworks Park and the Kerry Park, since the 3 stops are located near each other. Next on our list, Museum of Pop Culture. If you enjoy contemporary popular culture, you will enjoy a visit to this museum. The exhibits range from music to pop culture, science fiction to fantasy. The futuristic building consists of fluid sheets of steel morphed into various connecting shapes, reminding audiences that music and culture are forever evolving. Inside the museum, there are exhibits covering other themes such as the history of indie video games, horror films, the band Nirvana, and many more pop culture themes. Next on our list, Chihuly Garden and Glass Museum. Located near the base of the Space Needle, the Chihuly Garden and Glass Museum is a beautiful art installation exhibiting the artwork of local-born glassblower Dale Chihuly. The collection of glass art extends through 8 breathtaking indoor galleries and transitions through a glass house which exhibits an impressive 100-foot sculpture of red, yellow, and orange glass-blown flowers suspended from the ceiling, and continues into an outdoor garden where you can continue to admire the beautiful sculptures. Each collection of the museum is breathtaking, and this museum has been a favorite local attraction of artists, visitors, and locals alike. Walk through the beautiful masterpieces all around you. In this one-of-a-kind garden, art and nature complement each other. Depending on the time of your visit, there might be a seasonal event happening or a live glass demonstration being held at the outdoor patio. To find out more information about the seasonal events, the museum's website and social media account offers just that. At the outdoor garden, you can also find a cafe and bar offering a further glimpse into some of the artists' drawings and collections. A visit to Seattle is not complete without a stop at one of the oldest continuously operated farmers market in the United States. Attracting more than 10 million visitors every year, the Pike Place Market is home to farmers, artists, small businesses, and residents. Venture through the covered arcades or discover unique finds on the lower level stores located below the main street level. At Pike Place, you will find the original Starbucks cafe location. Founded in 1971, the coffee shop that started a caffeinated revolution is now a must-stop for many visitors. Nearby, there's also Beechers with their famous mac and cheese. And on the next block, you can find Post Alley's famous Pike Place chowder, also known as the best chowder they've ever tasted. At the market, you also see the famous fishmongers continuing their fish tossing tradition. Stay for the quick presentation, but don't stand immediately behind them if you don't want to get splashed with fish water. At the corner of Pike Place and Pike Street, you will find Rachel the Piggy Bank, a life-sized bronze piggy bank that has been raising funds for the Pike Place Market Foundation for over 3 decades. In 2011, she was joined by her cousin, Billy. Follow the stairs near the piggy bank to find on the lower level of the market the famous gum wall. A wall filled with chewed gum that started in the 1990s and evolved into a notable tourist attraction. There's lots to see and do at the Pike Place Market, so make sure to give yourself 2 to 3 hours to visit this place. Some important tips are to avoid the busy weekends. Visit during the morning and early afternoon. And last tip, avoid visiting at the end of the day when many shops are closed and the place gets a little deserted. First on our list of top things to do in Seattle is the Space Needle. Built for the 1962 World's Fair, the Space Needle quickly became an icon of the city of Seattle. The interactive queue offers a glimpse of its history and how this engineering marvel was accomplished. Take the 43-second elevator ride to reach the observation deck. At 605 feet above the city, the 2-story observatory offers a beautiful view of Elliott Bay, the Cascade Mountains, and on a clear day, even Mount Rainier. 2 viewing levels offers floor-to-ceiling windows, and the lower level of the observation deck features the world's first revolving glass floor. Get a different perspective of the base of the Space Needle, observing it from the glass floor. A full rotation takes about 45 minutes to complete. If you visit Seattle during the summer months, make sure to book this attraction ahead of time, since there's a capacity limit and the tickets get sold out if you wait to purchase your admission ticket on the day of your visit. There is a lounge offering a unique food presentation and cocktails at the top of the Space Needle, and reservation for this experience is required. On the upper level of the observatory, there's a selfie camera that you can activate and take a picture of your travel group. And at the base of the Space Needle, there's a gift shop. Observing the city from this different viewpoint was a unique experience and definitely a must-do while visiting Seattle. Okay everyone, I hope you enjoyed our video listing the top things to do in the Seattle area. Thank you so much for watching our video, and also thank you for subscribing to our channel. It really means a lot to us. I hope you enjoyed our Seattle travel guide, and I'll see you guys on our next travel adventure. Bye-bye!